If everybody knows right now that there's a big fire going on in California, and me doing some research and speaking to people, Donald Trump back a couple of years ago, they said it was years ago, he told the people to take that extra water that was coming in and put it in the reservoir to, but be prepared for big fires like this. But allegedly, animal rights activists said they don't want the water to be put in the reservoirs because it was going to kill the fish that was in there. Now, Donald Trump, people could hate him. They could disagree with him. They can call him every name in the book. They can try to fry this guy. But he had warned us about a lot of things. He warned us about the illegal migrants. He's always warning us about something, and we always reject him. Now, they said, allegedly, Donald Trump warned them and said, take that water that's coming in and put it in the reservoir so if anything like this happens, you'll have water to put the stuff out. And he said that he warned the governor and allegedly the mayor. Now look what happened. Look what the death that happened. So far, they said allegedly 5 people died in this fire. 5 people. And Donald Trump warned them. And what I'm saying to y'all is you're going to say, listen, we know God made the animals and we know God made human beings. But people made a decision to take animals over human beings. We understand it would have killed the fish, but you can grow more fish. You can have fish mating and have the eggs and have more fish growing and growing and growing. Human beings, it's over. So you chose animals over human beings. And now look what's happening in California. California and Pacific Palisades, California, the devastation they said is really bad, and it's still going on right now. So the animal activists, allegedly, I have to say allegedly, the animal activists chose fish over human beings. Now look what's happening in California. They told them to take that water and put it in the reservoir, but the animal activists allegedly said, no, take it and put it in the ocean. Now you didn't have enough water to put this fire out. And they said allegedly, I'm going to keep saying allegedly this happens a lot in California. And they said Donald Trump warned them a couple of times, yo, you need to take that water and put it in reservoirs. But the animal activists allegedly said no because it will kill the fish. So you picked animals over human beings, and the end result is this in California. You notice California is always burning up. You notice that California has more forest fires than anywhere in the world. Has anybody ever took a look at any time there's a fire, it's always in California? But Donald Trump told him, allegedly, take that water and put it in the reservoir. No, we're not going to do that. We'll kill the fish. We'll take it and put it in the ocean. And this is the end of results. And allegedly 5 people was killed. And they said even the fire people that was putting out the fire, people that worked for the fire department, some of their houses got burned. Some of the police officers' houses got burned. Sometimes we gotta listen, man. Human beings, one thing about us, we are hard-headed. We think we know everything when we don't. I don't care how much college degrees you have, how much schooling you have, you're still always learning. Sometimes take heed to what somebody's telling you, because it could be your last day on the planet. It can be your last one. It can. Moving on to congestion prices in New York. It's so bad that you got people trying to hide their license plates. Now they're saying the delivery in New York City, people that's delivering food, Now they charging the extra 50 cents because now they got to take that money to pay for gas. The congestion prices are so bad in New York City right now that they're saying people are trying to hide their license plates. The deliveries are now charging extra money to deliver stuff in the city. I mean, you knew this was going to happen. You put this congestion price up knowing that people right now in New York City are having a hard time paying bills. They're not getting paid that much. Now what's going to happen is the taxis are going to go up because everything it has to run by gas. So now they're going to have to take that extra money for gas and tolls. So now taxis are going to be more than it is right now. And the taxi prices is at an all-time high. Very, very, very high. Boy, things are getting worse, and it seems like it's going to be very slow to get better. Now they're saying the one of the shelters, Bennett Field or something like that, one of the shelters that's the big shelter is supposed to be allegedly closing by next Wednesday. Now they say they're going to be closing 13 shelters in New York. And let me tell you something. You think the crime rate is bad now? It's going to double when all the shelters are closed. Because these are going to be illegals. Illegal migrants are going to be committing crimes. Illegal migrants are going to be committing crime. Now they're closing 13 shelters. That's right now, it's going to be closing. They saying by next week it's going to start, and it's just going to keep going from there. So things are getting bad to worse. In the West Coast, in the East Coast, in the South, everything is getting bad right now. This year, it might be a full-out blown war in the streets of America. It might be a full-out big war in the streets of America. This is what I'm seeing because things are going from bad to worse. The subways, you can't even take the subway, but now they're saying ever since the congestion prices, the subways are now being filled. That's more people on top of each other. That's more crime. That was the worst thing they can ever do. Because, listen to what I'm about to say, but I'm going to have to say it in codes because I am a content creator. Congestion prices get high. People don't want to take or ride their vehicles in the city because you have to pay $9 there, $9 back. That's $18 a day. $18 a day plus everything else. Your gas, your parking, you got to pay all this. Now, everybody says, okay, I'm going to go to the city in the car now. Now you have to take the train and buses, but most of the time, people take the train. Now, it gets packed like sardines. Now, listen to where I'm going with this. Check this out. People that came through the borders. We don't know who they are. You get my drift? They get on the train. Do you get my drift? Like, share, subscribe. Help me get to 20,000 and leave a comment. But things right now in America is going from bad to worst. This is Big Hawk, that Yonkers native to host a street talk, and I'm going to keep bringing to now. I'm going hard body with this because there's too much going on right now. Some people are living in another world, another fantasy. They don't see what's really happening right now. I'm out.